Yo, it's your boy Big Baby with this video here. This video basically is a documentary. I usually would do the Friday rivalry series, but I'm gonna start something different, do something different, and this takes a lot of time, a lot of effort, brother. So I hope that you appreciate it. So this is the pre-video of the documentary. So the documentary is called The Best Posterizing Dunkers of All Time. This is just my opinion, but let's turn into it, shall we? Let's go.
You can come around on your best behavior, but sorry, love, I can't save ya. And I know every nigga on the block gon' praise ya. I'm international, I can't save ya. And there's only one thing I know, we really gotta go for show. Hey yo, 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 yeah, yeah. So baby girl on no grounds, will we marry slow?
So what is getting posterized? Basically, being dunked on so bad that they gotta make a poster out of it. They gotta freeze that in time, so they gotta have that posterized, man. You know, I've seen some great posterizations, but I just chose 5 players in my collection that made this documentary. So we understand what being posterized is. Let's go ahead and tear into these players, okay?
And we can roll out, roll up, smoke urban, different flavors. I can get you high, but can't save ya.
Michael Jeffrey Jordan, born February 17, 1963, Brooklyn, New York. Father decided to move down to Wilmington, North Carolina, where he played high school at Laney High School, leading him to a championship, a state championship. And he went to North Carolina, University of North Carolina, Chapel Hill, and he was one of the members of a great national championship team with Sam Perkins and Big Game James. Michael Jordan, there, he was drafted 3rd overall, 1984 draft, Rookie of the Year, Slam Dunk champion, 6-time world champion, MVP, Defensive Player of the Year. What more can I say about Dr. or Mr. MJ?
Michael Jordan, look at this, tongue out over Alonzo Mourning. Yes! And after he got
Man, Alonzo Mourning has got to be one of the most posterized dudes, centers that play in the NBA, besides Dikembe Mutombo and another tall dude, Sean Bradley. For some reason, they love cramming on these guys. And Patrick, you only got crammed on a few times too. You're gonna see more of those clips in there too. But Alonzo Mourning was getting crammed on. Michael Jordan did say, yeah, that's what happens, man.
rebound taken down by Steve Johnson up to Michael Jordan. Oh, he poured it in and down. Can you believe that? Go watch him drive to the hoop. He got up there.
Getting crammed on. Michael Jordan on the break. This was at the Pontiac Silverdome, 1984. Michael Jordan's rookie year. He went coast to coast. Number 41, Terry Tyler got dumped on. You know, you seen Isaiah Thomas in that picture too. You know, what can you do, man? You got Michael Jordan on the break like that. Sorry, Terry Tyler, you just got posterized, brother. that was just ugly against the Milwaukee Bucks, man. Jack Sigma got crammed on. Yeah, Scotty got the rebound, kick it back to Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan, Sky born, and the only thing that Jack Sigma could do at the time was hold his hand up and then duck. Dude, something you can't do, man. He just got posterized. That's my favorite posterizing that Michael Jordan did, man. I mean, that was just a great play, period. One of the greatest plays ever in NBA history, man, flat out. You know, you can hate MJ all you want, man, but, you know, that dude was just awesome. He had John Starks checking. He blew past John Starks. Charles Oakley was there. He stopped, and he broke down Charles Oakley and spent around him, got around him. You see that John Starks was broken, his ankles was broken. He spins around Oakley, comes up, and crams on Patrick Ewing. Man, that is my favorite Michael Jordan posterization dunk, and he had many of them. But that one is my favorite.
But settle down, it's where I stay. You never cease to surprise me. So I had to go like a worker on a Friday. You know what you did, don't try to look me sideways. A little thing called trust. Blowing my phone up, all of my contacts calling beeps up. Sometimes up, I done been through enough. The road to my
Dominique Wilkins.
So I bust up.
Dominique Wilkins was born January 12, 1960. in Paris, France. He played basketball, high school basketball for Washington High School in Washington, North Carolina. From there, he went to play for the University of Georgia. He was voted the SEC Player of the Year. He was drafted number 3 in the 1982 draft at Utah Jazz. And he, from there, was traded to the Atlanta Hawks. With the Atlanta Hawks, he was the all-time Atlanta Hawks leading scorer. He's a 2-time dunk champion, 9-time All-Star, scoring champion. Led the Hawks into many playoff series of rivalries against the Boston Celtics. If it means anything, he did win a title in Greece when he played with the Greek team, where he, in 1996, when he won the Greek title, top scorer in the Greek championship game, and the MVP. Dominique Wilkins.
You can show that to us again anytime you want. That's good stuff.
Man, whenever I see that dunk, I think about Ludacris. Move! Get out the way, get out the way, get out the way, move, get out the way. He just bumped him out the way and just went under, man. That's what I'm talking about, man. That was Dominique Wilkins for posterizing people.
Spud will run it up. This is Atlanta's game. Spud, Dominique, overpowers.
Unbelievable. Willis.
Man, Nick, I know they call you the Chief, man, but you just got Chief posterized. Man, Lee Kane, and you know, you gotta try and put us on defense, man, but what can you do with a force of nature coming at you like that, man? Dominique Wilkins posterized Chief, man. It's crazy. But it is what it is.
45 seconds remaining in the game. 13 on the shot clock. Down low for Dominique. Baseline drive. Dominique. Oh my goodness! Did you see that jam? I don't know how he did that. Dominique. Oh my goodness!
That was one of the most fantastic dunks of all.
I still feel chills off that. Man, I know Bob Lanier was older then, but at the same time, man, Bob Lanier got dumped on, man. Posterized like none other, man. Dominique was just good at that. Dominique was just a great game dunker, man. Not taking away anything from dunk contest. Two-time dunk contest winner. Man, but his in-game dunks were just amazing to see, man. And Bob Lear just got posterized, man. What can I say?
This ball picked off by Rollins. Looks like the Hawks want to run. They find Wilkins. Look out.
Dominic Wilkins, he almost ripped the glass apart on that one.
Dominique Wilkins, the human highlight film.
Many battles these two men had between Larry Bird and Dominique Wilkins. I gotta do some research on that, to show that rivalry right there, because those two used to have good battle matches, man. But come on, Larry, you should know him better than that, dude. Come on, man. Dominique Wilkins on the break, and you gonna try to, contest it? He got dunked on so bad that he had to sit down and think about it. He got crammed on, posterized so bad that he had to sit down and think about that dunk, and he got, man. You talking about Dominique Wilkins, man? Come on, man. Watch it. Dr. J. Julius Erving. Dr. J. Julius Erving was born February 22nd, 1950 in East Meadow, New York. He played high school ball at Roosevelt High School. He went to University of Massachusetts. He was actually drafted to the Milwaukee Bucks, but he decided to go to the Virginia Squires. Trade went down. He went to the New York Nets, where he won 2 championships in 1974 and 1976. And he went on to the Philadelphia 76ers in the NBA, dunk contest, of course. The NBA dunk contest, famous from the free throw line dunk, first to do it, broadcast-wise. Went on to become MVP in the NBA. Also won a championship in 1983 with the Philadelphia 76ers. Hall of Famer. All his numbers were retired. Every team he played for. Dr. J. Julius.
I love that guy.
What do you expect, number 18? Dr. J on a break, and you decide to try to jump when he's about to dunk? You just get crammed on. That's what happens when Dr. J, number 6, is going down the lane. Best to just go ahead and move out the way. Go ahead and chalk it up and get and scream and holler at the coach because you didn't, try to put up a fight. But man, with a freight train coming like that, boom! You better watch out, bro. You just got posterized.
Julius. Whoa, much doctor this way. We've seen some awesome one-on-one moves up both sides of the floor tonight.
Once again, what do you expect? You got Dr. J. This game was against the Phoenix Suns, and he just crammed on 2 players. He just crammed on 2 players. Dr. J that dude was a master and a monster at what he did when he came to playing above the rim.
Gamble by Julius Erving hurt him that time. Julius roaring to the basket, came up and walked space. And Julius, unbelievable in a wide open situation. I have never seen anybody be able to do the things that he can do.
This is my favorite dunk on by Dr. J. Because I never liked Bill Walton. Bill Walton, he's just so pompous, so arrogant. He just think who is he? What did he do? He deserved to get dunked on. You know, that's my favorite dunking that Dr. J did over Luke Walton. I mean, because it's funny, because when it seemed as though when he was running and he jumped, it seemed like he just kept going, kept going, kept going, kept going, kept going, kept going, and wham. That year they lost. I won the 76ers. Jesus, man, how old was I when that happened, man? It's probably like in 77, 78. Probably 77, 78. I think this is Jersey right here. Yeah, so I think it was a 77, 78 season that Dr. J did that dunk. Boom. I wish I'd have won that season, but, you know, of course, whatever, man. So, Luke Walton, you deserve it. Luke, I mean, Luke was whack too. But, man, Bill Walton deserved to get dunked on, man. He was whack.
Pass deflected, going to be stolen, I think, by the Doctor. Yes, he's got it. Here he comes. Way rocked the baby to sleep and slam dunk. The Doctor made a sensational play. The slam, he just puffed in his hand and swung that baby one going out. I know what a hoe about. Trying to blow up the next man's door.
This dude, Michael Cooper, got cradle dunked on. He just came like, boom. I remember that dunk because I was a kid when that happened. I remember that dunk. I actually remember that dunk. I actually remember watching that game. So, I remember that one. So, I think that was the '83 series. I think the series, that's when they won the NBA title. I believe that was that year. But yeah, I still remember that dunk, man. Michael Cooper got posterized.
And there's only one thing I know, we really gotta go for sure. Hey yo, 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 yo. Yeah, yeah. So baby girl, on no grounds, will we marry, slow down. Just hold your horses like a merry-go-round.
Sean Kemp. Sean Kemp was born November 26, 1969 in Bristol, Indiana. He played high school at Concord High School, and he also played community college, Trinity Community College, when he was drafted by the Seattle Supersonics in 1989 with a 17th pick. All-star player, finals appearance, participated in dunk contests. He didn't win it, but he's known for his posterizing dunks. Sean Kemp.
Rebound, Cage, deflected away, loose to the floor, McMillan scrapes it up, goes back, up he comes, Gatling swats it away, Kemp, with a jam, Gatling got a piece of it, Gatling comes up and says, wow, he crushed that one.
One of many encounters with Gatling, this posterizing dunk was amazing because Chris Gatling got a block on a player and Kemp grabs it and he tried to block Kemp, but that ain't happening. Kemp had too much momentum going and crammed on him and Gatling posterized. Just because you're a bad boy don't mean you cannot be a victim. As you see here, Sean Kemp on the break against the Detroit Pistons. And what happened? Bill Laimbeer, Mr. Bad Boy himself. Well, this is just one of many of the posterizations of Bill Laimbeer, but at this time, Bill Laimbeer used posterized.
Get to Johnson, over to Kemp. Oh, what a thundering reverse. Baby cradle right-handed jam. He's standing there pumping his fist. Oh, he wants.
I don't know who number 52 was, but it's against them Golden State Warriors again. I think that was 89 or 90. I can't recall. recall what year that was, but when the Supersonics had to face the Golden State Warriors. But whatever the case is, whoever team is, somebody just got posterized.
Picture me going out. I know what I'm all about. Trying to glow up the next man's go down. But I've been slipped on the toes since an infant. Why should I treat you different with a gift in the rose? That's the way I feel. Dripping to a whiskey. Just squeeze you. Smoking up my good fever. You see me hopping out of limousines. So you begin to scheme on my winning team. But in your dreams, you got the niggas acting strange.
That is my favorite Sean Kemp posterization of a player, number 53. That wasn't Gatling, but it wasn't going to State Warriors again. So what I've seen is Sean Kemp had some of his greatest dunks against the Golden State Warriors. Just stuffing the ball downtown, man. What can you do, man? Sean Kemp posterizing folks like you always did.
So, hey yo. Yeah. So baby girl on no grounds, we'll be married, slow down. Just hold your horses like a merry-go-round. You fantasize about shopping sprees.
Vince Carter. Vince Carter, born January 26, 1977 in Daytona Beach, Florida. He played Mainland High School. He led them to their first state championship in over 50 years. From there, he went on and played 3 seasons with the North Carolina Tar Heels. He had a pretty good squad. He played with Antoine Jamerson and Ed Cota and a few other guys that they played with, which was a pretty good squad. They had a Final Four appearance, and he was drafted number 5 overall in that NBA draft. I think the 1998-99 NBA draft, and went on to become Rookie of the Year, and he was in a dunk contest. I'm surprised he was only in one dunk contest, but dude was one of the greatest dunkers of all times. That was a ridiculous dunk that he did over Dikembe Mutombo. You know, he just came over him and just, wow. So, you know, just imagine the athleticism that it takes just to do something like that. Vince Carter's straight up man. Half man, half amazing. What can I say?
The Knicks might want to trade him. Man, I'm sure he's trying to get him.
Now, I don't know who that was wearing number 34, but he was posterized. He actually went up and under and flushed it. Now, Michael Jordan against the Los Angeles Lakers, in that first time he won that championship, Jordan, you know how Marv Albert, that was a spectacular move by Michael Jordan. Y'all know the famous up and under, right? But he didn't dunk it. Vince was so high in the air that he went up and under and flushed it. Number 34 was posterized, man.
20 from downtown this year. 20 of them.
Another up and under. This move. Now he blow past Chris Mullin. And it was 2 players there. I know one of them was Rick Smith. I can't recall who the other player was. It probably was one of the Davis boys. But he again was up, under, flush. That takes a lot of athleticism. Now I know Jordan could do that. I know me could do it, but you know who else did it better than Vince Carter? Now that dunk, bar none, is my favorite Vince Carter dunk. The dunk contest is fine, but that dunk that he did on Alonzo Mourning. Alonzo Mourning is been always posterized when Grant Hill posterized him. But I'm talking about, man, he had body-to-body contact. Boom, bump. And still had enough in the air to come on top. That bar none is my favorite dunk on of all time. Personally, I've seen some great ones now. Now that's Big Baby's favorite now. I've seen great ones, but that one there, bar none, is my favorite flush on. That was crazy in the Olympics, wasn't it? I mean, he dunked over this dude. This was 7 foot. Vince jumped over this guy. That's why Vince Carter is my favorite dunker of all time. I just had to put it out there. I say Vince Carter for last because Vince Carter is my favorite dunker of all time. And I've seen some great ones. We covered some of the great ones. We covered Dr. J. We covered Michael Jordan. We covered Sean Kemp. We covered Dominique Wilkins. We covered these guys. But Vince Carter is my favorite dunker of all time. So it is what it is. So there you have it. My top 5 best posterizing dunkers of all time, in that order. But Vince Carter's my number 1. That's why I saved him for last. And also Sean Kemp, Michael Jordan, and Dominique and Dr. J interchange. So, but I do know that Vince Carter was my number 1 dude when it came to them getting dunked on. I mean, my goodness, what more can I say? So, I'm gonna go ahead and calling into this documentary here. I hope that you enjoyed it. I know it was lengthy, but it's all good because it was a documentary. So I want to do videos so that my brothers can have popcorn and sit back and enjoy the documentaries that I'm doing. I have a lot more coming up, so just sit back. I'm gonna try to do one once a week. It's a lot of work, a lot of work, because you gotta get the footage and put it together. It takes hours to do it, but I enjoy doing it. This is a passion, a new passion I have to do documentaries. And check it out. I'm doing it on the iPhone. So imagine when I get my equipment, and I want to put out a good product for my brothers. So, nothing more to say, man. Check out the videos, man. Tell me how you like them. Let's go ahead and keep this thing going on. Shouts out to everybody. I hope you enjoy it. I'm gonna go ahead in this video because I don't want to rant. I said enough. I'm done. Okay. So until then, till the next week, until the next documentary. Peace and shalom.
Got in bed for a bill, but still you can't explain why you feeling me this fast yet. Which one will it be? You liability or asset? Let me take a guess. You will show your naked flesh and shake your